50's coverage of Green Machine football from Bob Reed Field in Geneseo. It's week 3 of the high school football season and a matchup of 2 undefeated teams. Hi everyone, with Bob Pettit, I'm Lauren Lemke. Geneseo 2-0 on the year, hosting Cahokia. And Comanches come in here with a record of also 2-0, both blowout wins last week for both these schools, with Cahokia winning quite easily last week, 59-6 over St. Louis Summer, and Geneseo winning here at home against Clark 55-6. We expect a really good football game here, Bob Pettit, between a couple undefeated teams tonight.
We don't know a lot about St. Louis Summer, but you know, you got to be pretty good to put 59 points on the board. It's feeling more like football out here tonight. He's got some cool weather and some iffy weather. As a matter of fact, the people in the stands, most of them carrying raincoats and umbrellas, but yeah, we're looking for a really good football game. This is a rematch of the state track meet. Went down to the final relay race, and the Cahokia won that one. Hopefully we can turn the table.
Well, we know we have some track athletes in pads for both teams tonight. Geneseo saw Cahokia win the toss, and they deferred, so Geneseo's going to get the football to start things off here. That's the way it's gone for the first 3 weeks of the season.
And it's paid off to this point. But this is a different ball game, as you mentioned, Lauren. This is a good football team we're playing here. They're getting votes in the state rankings in Class 5A. They're a little bigger school than we are, but we're used to that also. Every school in our conference is bigger.
Cahokia was 4-5 last year, and they lost, like to Geneseo, to teams that finished in the state finals games in Class 4A. Bellevue-Althoff defeated Cahokia last year 48-12, and Geneseo, of course, lost to Chicago Phillips in the playoffs, and Phillips went on to win the state championship. So something in common between these two teams.
Althoff rated highly, I think #1, if I'm not mistaken, again this year, and you know, that's good competition that they play.
Last week for Cahokia, they had 6 passing touchdowns, so they've got quite a quarterback in Wayne Grant and a great running back in Marquise Murray. Geneseo with a very explosive offense with their running game, and it starts with Jordan Jackson at that halfback position.
I understand Marquise Murray has 8 state medals in track. He must be able to fly, but at least get the ball first. So we'll see if they can get him a touchdown. He needs to score points on the board before he touches the ball.
Good crowd on hand here for Geneseo. A few people in the stands for Cahokia as they made the 4-hour-plus drive up here to Geneseo. Geneseo's going to be moving from right to left, going to the north end zone, and Cahokia will be kicking off here as we've got the clock set and teams are lining up. Glad to have you along for this one. With Geneseo back deep, it's Tyler Thompson, number 25, and number 22, Zach Olson. Marquand Walker, number 64, is going to kick off for Cahokia. High school marching band making some noise there. And we're underway. Short kick. And Noah Aper grabs it at the 28, out to the 30. And then everybody gets involved on that play and stops Aper at around the 32-yard line.
Well, he didn't drop to his knees. Picked up a couple yards on the carry, and it was a mob. Didn't look like he was going to go very far. I see Tyler Thompson lined up back there again. He took quite a hit last week, and seems like he's bounced back, ready to go.
Kyle Toon, the quarterback for Geneseo. He's a junior at number 12. Cade Humphreys lined up behind him, the fullback. You mentioned Jordan Jackson in the backfield. He's lined up on the wing. And Drew Rapps, also the starting running back tonight. 1st and 10, Geneseo. Sweep play, Jackson with room to run, out to the 35. And is undercut near the 40-yard line. A 7-yard run for Jackson to start the game.
Looked like he might have had a hole inside, but he dipped outside, and that hole on the inside seemed to plug up really quick. Obviously, again, the speed factor of Cahokia. Well, you know, you think there's a hole there, and it's all of a sudden it's not. They fill them in a hurry.
Hunter Girton, the starting center for Geneseo. He's a senior. Dylan Decker and Charlie Weiss, both seniors, start at guard. 2nd and 4. It's Jackson. 1st down run at the marker at the 44-yard line.
It looked like Humphreys might have had that. I think Humphreys had that carry.
Picks up the first down.
Picked up the first down, looking good.
It was Cade Humphreys. The starting tackle, Sam Thomas on the left side, Dalton Stage on the right. It's a senior starting offensive line with Kyle Wise and Zach Humphrey at the starting end. Second back through, it's Jackson.
Whoa.
Hole is plugged up, no gain on the play.
That was stuffed quick. Tough blocking assignments here by this offensive line you just mentioned, because they are not only quick on the defensive line, interior line, but they're big.
That was Chris Ellis who made the tackle for Cahokia, 6'3", 215.
I saw number 52. Is that who you're called? Nate Williams just shoved the offensive lineman into the backfield. What a strong dude.
2nd and 10. Quick pass, complete. Out to the 45-yard line of Cahokia.
Good spot. Good spot. It's going to be a first down.
That's Ben Cosgrave who came up with the first down catch. Ben celebrating his 18th birthday today. Happy birthday, Ben.
Not only did he make a nice catch on a good throw by Kyle Toon, but he picked up about 3 yards that he needed for that first down after the carry, after the catch, and about 2 guys hanging on him. Muscle. Been pumping the iron.
Football at the Cahokia 45-yard line. Geneseo's going to reset with their ends to the right. Wraps in motion. They'll give it to Humphreys. Off tackle with room to run. First down to the 34-yard line.
That was definitely one man. He beats that last guy in the defensive backfield, and he's off to the races. Nice hole at the line of scrimmage, untouched for about 7 or 8 yards, and one man to bring him down, and he got the tackle done.
Keandra Wells with the tackle for Cahokia. Geneseo on the drive. On the move here, first 2 minutes of the first quarter. We're scoreless. Football at the Cahokia 34-yard line. Toon's going to hand it off. This is Jordan Jackson with the ball. Tries to get outside, cuts it back in. A short run there as he gets past the 30 down to the about the 27.
Very nice run by Jackson. Made 8 yards out of very little. It was Wells again, number 9. Keandra Wells really stuffed that one up. If he wouldn't have slowed Jackson down, he would have picked up some yardage. Jackson kind of throws the ball out. Wasn't real happy with the fact that he thought he was going to get some big yardage.
Cahokia with 4 down linemen on this 2nd and short play. Toon spins and gets tackled for a loss back to the 30. It'll be 3rd down and 5. I don't know if that was just a missed handoff. We'll take a look at the replay, see what happened.
To this point, we have not intentionally run with Toon very much, but that was not a broken play. It was intended for the quarterback to get around the end. They've kept that one in their back pocket.
Critical 3rd down this early going. Geneseo needs 5 yards. They're at the Cahokia 30-yard line. Rolling left is Toon, looking downfield with pressure coming. He's going to be sacked back at the 37-yard line as Darren Perkins III makes the sack.
There was nothing open downfield. The Cahokia coverage was excellent on the Geneseo offensive receivers.
Geneseo now has a 4th and 13.
And that sack is probably going to force Geneseo to punt the ball.
They're in a really tough spot. Looks like they're lining up to punt the ball, but they're on the 37-yard line.
8 minutes to play in the first quarter. Scoreless. Geneseo is going to punt the ball here. Kyle Toon in punt formation. First punt of the season for the Green Machine. High kick going inside the 10 into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Goes into the end zone.
Unfortunately, they started the ball inside the 30-yard line, and then they're going to give it to Cahokia on the 20. Not a lot to gain on that, but that's
on their own 20-yard line.
Makes them go 80 yards to score.
Promising drive there for Geneseo, but they lost a couple of plays, yardage on 2 plays there on 2nd and 3rd down, and were forced to punt. And here comes this high-powered Cahokia offense, starting from their own 20-yard line. Shotgun formation, their quarterback, Wayne Grant, he's a senior. And he'll hand it off to the tailback, Kenyon Sanders.
Looked like he might have been delayed. coming through the line, but Tyler Tate's wrapped him up.
Ball carrier picks up about 3 on the carry, making the tackle for Geneseo, number 64, Dalton Stage. Second down, Comanches.
Yeah, I think that was Tate's on the tackle. Charlie Weiss and Zach Humphrey also start on that defensive line. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for Cahokia in white jerseys, blue pants. Quick pass, complete at the 28. Cutting it back inside. Now going back out is the wide receiver, and he's tackled at the 30-yard line.
Very close to a first down. They have not signaled to move the sticks yet. Oh, he's going to get a spot on the 29 instead of the 30-yard line. Going to be 3rd and a yard.
Starting line.
Looked like he could have got the first down pretty easily, and he ducked back trying to get big yardage.
They'll bring in Sam Thomas, 77, to plug up that middle if Cahokia tries to run it on this 3rd and 1 from their own 29-yard line. Grant, pass is complete for a first down. Tyler Thompson comes up and makes the tackle, but they had enough out to the 34, and they'll keep the drive moving.
Picked up 5 on the play. Wide open. That's a kind of a dangerous play going to the pass on 3rd and 1. If he drops that football, they'll have to kick it away, but the Leafs do not get the stop.
And that's secondary for Geneseo besides Tyler Thompson, Zach Olson, Drew Rapps, and Logan Weber. The linebackers Colin Murphy, Jordan Jackson, Ben Cosgrave, and Cade Humphreys. 1st and 10 from the 35. Cahokia with the ball. Snap goes past the quarterback, off his fingers, and Geneseo comes up with it. I think that's Cosgrave who falls on the loose football back at the 25-yard line.
Bad snap by Cahokia. Two Leafs were in pursuit of the football. It was Cosgrave, Charlie Weiss. Cosgrave comes up with it. So first break of the game falls to the Leafs.
1st and 10 at the 25. Cosgrave with the 2nd fumble recovery of the season. And Geneseo in business now with 6:12 to play in a scoreless first quarter. Tight formation here for the Green Machine. Fullback Humphreys, left side. Stood up, leg drive there, gets it down to the 21. 4 tough yards.
They gave him his forward progress all the way down to the 20. So it's going to be 2nd 5. That was kind of a late whistle. He was stopped right there, like you said, and they just kind of let the pile fall forward and give him that extra yard.
Braden Reese split out wide right. In the slot is Kyle Wise. They'll pitch it that way. This is Drew Rapps trying to turn the corner, and a solo tackle made at the 18-yard line.
Cahokia flies to the ball well. It looks like a play is developing nicely, and all of a sudden it closes so quickly.
Darian Dean with the tackle for Cahokia.
Interestingly enough, I was watching the fullback, first man through. They did not fall for that fake at all. If they'd have gave him that football, it looked like he could have got some big yardage.
3rd down and 3 for Geneseo. Inside the 20-yard line. Penalty flag is thrown before the snap. Offsides on the Comanches, and that's going to result into a first down for Geneseo.
Comanche, the Cahokia team is still standing there pointing at the Leafs. They must have felt there was some movement, but they're not going to get the call because the officials didn't see it, if there was.
First down on penalty. Moves the football inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And a whistle here, and Geneseo's going to call a timeout. And that'll be their first timeout.
Timeout, Geneseo.
Stops the clock, 4:58 to play in the first quarter. We're scoreless between Geneseo and Cahokia.
Didn't seem to be any confusion there. They must have just decided didn't like the play. Coach called timeout just as they're ready to snap the ball. There was no confusion. Seemed like everybody knew where they were going. Just wanted to review that. It's critical. Get that first score. Team that gets the first score is going to have a major advantage.
It'll be a first down play coming up for Geneseo.
Leafs certainly got the first break on that fumble recovery deep in Cahokia's territory, and they're going to see if they can capitalize on that thing to make that stand up.
Timeout is over. Geneseo going directly to the football, and they'll line it up there. Actually, they'll go in the huddle.
Coming out of the timeout, Geneseo.
Now they break and come up to the line of scrimmage. Cosgrave wide left, split out near the left hash. Cade Humphreys lined up behind Kyle Toon on this play. Motion by Jackson, he gets the call. Off to the left side, fights his way inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line. Late flag coming in on this one. Away from the play on the right-hand side.
We do have a flag on the play.
It's hard to tell who was involved in that, but it was nowhere near the play. Jackson showing great leg drive. He's not going to want to go down with one guy. There's a lot.
Personal foul, number 46, White. 15-yard penalty, back to distance and goal.
It looked like one of the Leafs was out there, and the number 46 on the White team just blasted him.
Valerius Rogers and Dalton Stage over there, and then Rogers getting penalized. That'll be an automatic first down as they mark it off inside the 5, down at the 4-yard line. First and goal, Geneseo.
It's possible Dalton was holding his block, as he's taught to do, a little bit longer than the defensive player wanted him to do it.
Cade Humphreys off the right side, into the end zone. It's a Geneseo touchdown. Be the first caller to La Roma Pizza and say 20 minutes, and you'll win a free large 2-topping pizza. WGRG radio listeners only, 1 winner per season and must redeem within 1 week. Again, first caller to La Roma Pizza and say 20 minutes, and you'll win a free large 2-topping pizza. 944-6171.
Got to use Sammy's accent?
You have to, yes. You might get 3 toppings.
Standard for a lot of years, the 20 minutes.
Extra point coming up from Jack Hinton. It's perfect. Geneseo 7, Cahokia 0, 4:46 to play in the first quarter. Geneseo taking advantage of that fumble, having a short field to work with, only needing 25 yards.
Once again, a break isn't a break unless you put some points on the board for it. Geneseo takes advantage.
5-play drive, 1:30, and the touchdown run by Cade Humphreys. Extra point by Jack Hinton.
Cahokia looks susceptible right now up the middle. We're doing well up the middle, and especially coming. And some of those are where you're keeping them inside on the tackle, just off tackle, are producing some yardage.
Kicking off for Geneseo, number 3, Jack Hinton.
Hinton's in a kickoff for Geneseo. Cahokia has one
21.
deep return man inside the 10. Davion Towers, number 21.
Wind slightly at his back. Jack could kick this one into and out of the end zone if he wanted.
Don't think they want Cahokia returning any of these today.
That would be the guess.
Good call there, Bob.
Yeah. Exactly. Bounced in the end zone, rolled over to see the band. Just about a 5 yards short of a field goal.
Second time coming out for offense for Cahokia. They'll start from the 20-yard line again as Geneseo leads at 7-0, 4:46 to play in the first quarter. Geneseo looking to extend their winning streak here at home. It's now 24 games, covering a little over 3 years.
Second offensive possession by Cahokia. First one ended in a stop by the Leafs on a fumble on a bad snap.
And the quarterback's going to go under center this time. And they'll run it. Geneseo plugging up the hole. Short run there. Took about a 3-yard gain.
Big boys in the middle. Once again, yeah, we got the extra defensive lineman with Sam Thomas in the lineup.
Number 6, Keon Sanders, the ball carrier, runs into a scene of green at the line of scrimmage. Gain of 3 on the play. Second down, Cahokia.
Kyle Wise.
Kyle Wise lined up.
Noah Aper at both defensive tackle positions here. Second down and 7. Pass. Wide receiver screen. It's caught. And Jordan Jackson, the first one there for Geneseo. That's going to be a loss on the play.
Looked like he was going to get free, but he kind of tried to juke step somebody instead of just taking the yardage again. And he was greeted by a host of Leafs. It was a mob tackle. Here comes a couple of those big boys out of there now. Looks like Sam Thomas comes out. Was it Dylan Decker came out?
Right. 3rd down and 8 from the 22-yard line for Cahokia.
Tyler Tate's back at the nose tackle.
3 receivers wide to the left of the formation. And Grant's going to take off and run. And he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down. Good solo tackle by Tyler Thompson.
Nicely done out there.
Going to be about a yard short.
You can see he's got some very active feet. And they are not bringing the punt team on yet. Here they come now.
Too early in the game to go for it at their own 29-yard line. Geneseo leads this game 7-0. We're in the 1st quarter. 2:50 on the clock and running.
They switched out 11 players for the punt team. It's a complete separate unit. They've got enough of them over there.
They do have a pretty good roster. I didn't count how many are on the team, but it's a full page.
It's a squad.
Geneseo not really. Now they're going to drop Zach Olson back. At first they were.
There's a flag on the field.
Delay game. Offense.
They waited a long time to call their punt team out there, and then when they had to exchange 11 guys, and the new 11 guys all had to find a spot on the field, cost them 5 yards.
Marquand Walker's the punter for Cahokia. He also kicked off. He's back at the 10-yard line on 4th down and 6. Geneseo's going to drop Tyler Thompson back there with Zach Olson now.
Field position has been in favor of the Leafs the entire game.
End over end kick. It's short. Takes a nice bounce for Cahokia and goes into Geneseo territory and stopped at the Geneseo 46-yard line.
But once again, that's not a bad place to receive the football, 4 yards from the midfield.
Geneseo will take over 1st and 10.
Geneseo has moved the football their first 2 drives. First drive stalled inside the 30-yard line of Cahokia. The last drive resulted in a touchdown. Up 7-0 and the football at their own 46. Drew Rapps on the wing to the left. Humphreys and Jordan Jackson in the backfield. And they'll shift over to the right side. Run it that way with Drew Rapps on the toss sweep, weaving his way through defenders and gets across midfield to the Cahokia 49.
That was a nice job by Drew again. Not only weaving through defenders, but kind of watching the blocks and following their blockers.
Picks up about 6 yards, slashing off the right side.
That's going to be one of the keys here, is to actually watch the blocks take place and try to run off that blocker's back, because these guys, the pursuit is really good.
We have not seen that Geneseo counter just yet, but you never know when we'll see that. 2nd down and 5. Cade Humphreys.
Whoa.
He got hit backwards, but still stays on his feet. He's going to be short of the 1st down, but
I should give him a forward progress spot somewhere just short of the 46.
Couple yards, making the hit for Cahokia number 21, Davion Towers.
3rd and 2, no hill for a climber.
2 for the Maple Leafs.
No Aper checks in with the play. The secret play. The 3rd and 2 play. Works every time.
Geneseo ready to run it at the line, tight formation, 2 tight ends.
And it's possible this could be that counter.
Fullback notes. It is Humphreys with the ball. Football comes out late as he was stood up, and they're going to say it's a fumble.
Man, I can't believe it.
It looked like he had been stopped.
We talked earlier about the slow whistles. It's long over right there. It's way, way over. You don't get a replay in high school football, but his knee was down. On the replay, we can see his knee was down before the ball came out. But got to hang on to that football.
Both teams have fumbled the ball, lost the football. 1 turnover apiece.
Leafs capitalize on their break. They need a stop to keep Cahokia from getting a like response.
They'll run the football off to the left side. Jordan Jackson making a solo tackle at midfield as he wraps up Kenyon Sanders. We have not seen Marquise Murray run the football yet in this game.
That was a great tackle by Jordan Jackson. He's got vice grips on that thing, because he was running full speed. He grabbed him by the jersey and ripped him down.
10 seconds to play in the 1st quarter. Looks like this might be the last play. Shotgun formation, back to the running game. Trying it to the other side, up the middle with a penalty flag thrown.
That penalty's in the holding territory, so Leafs have an opportunity.
Keon Sanders slashing through the middle, picking up the first down for the Comanches on the tackle for Geneseo.
We'll wait for the call here before we...
Yeah, well, you're talking to Geneseo captain, and he says, Jordan Jackson, and he says, take it back. Defensive captain Jordan Jackson.
10-yard penalty, repeat down.
A lot of people didn't see that flag because it's laying right out there on the gold trim of the G. Blends in nicely.
And that will end the first quarter. They'll mark this off. The officials hasn't signaled the quarter yet. And it's a tight one here. Geneseo has a lead after the first quarter of play. It's Geneseo 7, Cahokia 0.
This TV 50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Home, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize our sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV 50 telecast.
With Bob Pettit, this is Lauren Lemke. Start of the second quarter. Geneseo 7, Cahokia 0. Glad to have you along for our broadcast here on TV 50. A great night for high school football. Skies are starting to get a little bit darker out there. We hope the rain holds off before this one comes to an end.
They're just now moving the football. Both teams are on the field ready to go. Should be marked at the 39.5-yard line, and it is. Second and about 14 for Cahokia.
Spread formation, two receivers on both sides.
Leafs have been moving a few people in and out defensively, but the offense, I don't think they've substituted except for play callers.
Grant has not tested this defense deep yet. And before we get this underway, there's a penalty flag thrown here from the line judge.
Well, you can see, Lauren, this team has got tons of talent, just massive amount of talent, and certainly a good football team, but this is the kind of thing that kind of separates, the execution, as we talked about at the onset, separates the great teams from just good football teams with a lot of talent. Might be one of the reasons that they were in the 500 range last year.
We'll back them up 5 more yards, so we'll call it second down and 20 from their own 35-yard line. Two deep safeties for Geneseo. Grant, with time to throw, steps up. He's going to try to run for it. Gets loose, gets a few yards out of it, almost back to the original line of scrimmage. Jordan Jackson slowed him down. It's about an 8-yard run.
River Griffin checks in defensively. Charlie Weiss back in the game. And Kyle Wise checks out.
Try to get a little more speed on that defensive line, I think.
Yep, and Zach Humphrey checks out.
Wayne Grant can hurt you with his arm, but he also is very quick out of the pocket.
Huge play. Big third down.
12 yards needed from their own 43-yard line. Long ball over the middle. It is caught at the Geneseo 40-yard line, and Drew Rapps makes the tackle on Marquise Murray.
Might have been number 8, Elijah Rice. Was that number 8?
Yep.
He's the one you were talking on the onset. Got some touchdowns last week.
Right.
Receiving.
Sorry.
Geneseo 37-yard line.
We knew we'd have to watch him. I think was that his first reception today?
First catch, yes. Running the ball here is Kenyon Sanders down to the Geneseo 28-yard line.
Now the Leafs are bending pretty pliably right now. We talked about that big 3rd and 11. Big reception for Cahokia. Leafs have to regroup.
I have too many guys on the field. They're trying to get reset here. Defensively, Sanders with a first down run on 2nd and 1, stopped at the Geneseo 25-yard line. 10:21 to play in the second quarter. It's Geneseo 7, Cahokia 0, but Cahokia on the move. And no huddle offense here.
River Griffin out. And Zach Humphrey back in.
Quick pass completed to Hinkle. He's free. Penalty flag thrown in, and it's going to be a block.
That's going to be a block in the back by number 15, George Smith. He's got his head down. He knows he did it. He was jumping up and down when the official threw the flag. He didn't. Oh, there was multiple flags, so it was obvious.
Pretty good hold there by Hinkle, and that's going to draw the penalty flag and help out this Geneseo defense. So Cahokia kind of changed things up with that no-huddle offense, and Geneseo was trying to switch some personnel around too.
When you're on offense and you tackle a defender, I don't think you get credit for a tackle.
Holding, right, 10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty, first down and 20. Ball back to the 35-yard line of Geneseo.
So the Leafs are going to get a challenge here with the passing game. To this point, Cahokia has been quite successful, except for the penalties biting them.
Pressure coming, pass over the middle, and it's caught. Going up high is Hinkle to pull it down at around the 25-yard line.
Nice tackle, but what a catch. He knew he was going to get hit. He was up in the air when he got hit, completely stretched out as high as he can go, and got busted.
Cade Humphreys coming out on the late blitz, just could not get there in time.
Logan Weber and Jackson hit him at the same time, but it did not phase him. He hung on to the football.
2nd down, 8. Ball at the Geneseo 23-yard line.
He's open.
Pass is completed inside the 20. 3 defenders around to make the tackle. Right by that first down marker.
Very close to first down. But they're going to call it 3rd down and about a yard. Leafs came up, stopped his forward progress short. But their passing game is
3rd and 1, no huddle, first down run, down to the 5-yard line goes their quarterback, Wayne Grant. And Geneseo is a little slow getting lined up here defensively. No huddle offense for Cahokia. They're ready to go again.
Quickness is a given from Cahokia. We knew we were going to see that, and they are lining up quick, and they are moving the ball quick.
Sanders with the carry, no gain on the play. Zach Humphrey, Sam Thomas, Tyler Tate's getting off the bottom of that pile.
Strength against strength, the Leafs are standing up against Cahokia well, but just in the speed category, when they get out there, it's tough to stop.
2nd and 5, throw to the back corner of the end zone, caught. Did he stay in bounds? He did. Touchdown for Cahokia.
Just a jump ball lob pass, same one the Leafs have run for the last few years. Throw it up there. There's about a 8-inch height difference between the defender and the receiver. Made all the difference.
Cahokia is going to kick the extra point and try to tie the game. It's Hayden Brown, a sophomore. Low snap, ball still on the tee. Geneseo rushing in, it's picked up by the kicker, and he's taken down, tackled back by number 27, Nick Schwartzendruber.
Still early in the game, 8:29 left here in the second quarter, but you never know when that point's a big one. Leafs hold the lead on a bad snap.
8:29 to play before halftime. 7-6 is the score. Geneseo out in front. And that touchdown pass was caught by Eli Rice from quarterback Wayne Grant.
Nick Schwarzendruber happened to be one of those guys that running against Cahokia in the track meet last year at the state track finals.
I'm sure he enjoyed making that stop.
I bet he did. You
can't tackle people on the track. You know, you just can't do that.
For those of you who don't know exactly what we're talking about, Cahokia won the state track meet, and the Geneseo Maple Leafs were second. Came down to the final relay race, and Cahokia won it. Both had participants in the event, and Cahokia won to take first place.
I think Nick was a member of that 4x4, wasn't he?
I believe he was. So again, little bit of revenge. Got a lot more to go yet tonight.
Kickoff is low, coming down to River Griffin at the 28-yard line. Comes out to his left, tackled at the 35. Here comes the Geneseo offense, up by a point, 7-6, 8:22 to play in the second quarter.
So far, both kicks by Cahokia have been short, and we have tried to go up the middle, and they plugged that pretty good. If that happens again, you might want to just take a look outside and see if we can't get something out there.
River Griffin's going to start in the backfield at fullback on this series. Kyle Toon counterplay, Jordan Jackson. And Jackson hit up high by the pads and driven back. No gain on the play. He might have lost a half a yard.
That was a great play.
Jackson, the ball carrier, Perkins on the tackle. Loss of a yard on the
I'm trying to think who that, did you see who that was? Who was that masked man?
I think it was number 4, Darren Perkins.
Darren Perkins. There was a hole 20 feet wide, and one man in the middle of it made the stop.
Well, the counterplay did not fool number 4.
Sometimes that's all it takes is one man to stay home, but usually that's going to be, you're going to try to beat that guy one-on-one.
2nd and 11. They'll go right back to it. This is Jackson. It's a little bit more out of this one. About 2-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and long for Geneseo.
But there was nothing at the point of attack. Jackson had to dip outside to try to get some ground. Had that hole plugged that time.
3rd down, Geneseo.
I'm surprised as you are, Lauren, that they plugged that hole that quickly.
Their cornerbacks are coming up, making some nice tackles.
Well, they're not showing a lot of respect for our passing game. Have an opportunity to find out right here, maybe.
Whistle for the snap. We got an equipment timeout. Some of these shoulder pads not fastened for Cahokia, and we're ready to go.
Certainly a typical down and distance passing situation, but we'll see what the Leafs do.
Kyle Wise split out here to the near side, and the jet sweep by Drew Rapps drew a penalty flag as Cahokia a little anxious up front. They jumped off sides.
Cahokia seems to be backing up, so they must. Nobody pointing at the Leafs this time for a jump. 3rd and 8 turns into 3rd and 3. Maybe a short 3.
Apparently didn't change the play call. They are ready to go. Rapps in motion. They're going to throw it. Toon rolls right, sets up. Now in trouble, and he's going to be sacked back at the 38-yard line with a late flag coming in. As Sidney Houston makes the sack.
That was well after the whistle had blown. Got some extracurricular activity on the near sideline here.
I think we had a face mask. Official still talking about it. Picks up the flag and throws it down again. I don't know what that's about.
Well, it's going to be marked. It's going to be marked off from the point of infraction apparently, so he's going to move up.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, 15-yard penalty.
That'll be enough for a 1st down for Geneseo.
Once again, the penalties are stacking up against Cahokia. Geneseo playing it pretty clean.
Penalty moves it up the field.
And when that happens in your home field, they're going to start getting chance of homer over there, but it's the way it is. Playing it clean.
1st and 10 at midfield. Toss it to Jackson, running to his left, trying to turn that corner and just cannot get to the edge as he's driven out of bounds.
No, it wasn't like there was one guy out there that time either, Lauren. They had that covered. They read that sweep, and the entire defensive line slid out. The linebacking core had plugged that thing up big.
Loss of 2 on the play.
A lot of good pursuit.
2nd down and 12 coming up for Geneseo. We are halfway through the second quarter. It's Geneseo 6, Geneseo 7, Cahokia 6.
Leafs were successful in the first quarter with some quick hitters. Here's another one. Second man.
Drew Rapps to the 47. 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Green Machine.
That play again, there was a one-man tackle on that one. If he for some reason can bounce off of that one, he's going to get some big yardage.
3rd down and 8 for the Maple Leafs.
Cahokia doing a good job finding that football.
Braden Reese checks in with a play.
Play clock not working here today, so we don't know how many seconds they have to go here before they have to get the snap off. 3rd down and 7. Toon rolls right to throw, and he is going to be sacked back at the 50-yard line. So he has not had time to throw the football today. Has completed 1 pass, but has been sacked 3 times.
It's really hard to tell. It didn't look like he set long enough to look, but the receivers were covered. Maybe he just saw the pursuit coming quickly and just thought better tuck it in and get what you can get.
Jack Hinton's in a punt for Geneseo, standing back at his 38-yard line. 4:35 to play in the first half. Low snap, bounces to Hinton. He picks it up. And a nice punt inside the 20. Ball is fumbled. Geneseo trying to slide into it.
Nope.
And Cahokia may have got it back. I think they slid the football right back into their hands.
The official started to signal Cahokia ball, but now he's going to go Geneseo football. There was a lot of wrestling. The first official signaled that it was Cahokia ball, and then he went down back in the pile, took another look, and went the other way.
Noah Aper with that fumble recovery, number 82.
Noah Aper was the one who handed the football over to the official, so he gets credit. Who knows what happened on the bottom of that pile, but it was a scrum.
Geneseo's only touchdown came after a turnover, and they start at the Cahokia 20-yard line. Broken play. Toon has it, and he gets popped at around the 11-yard line, but a nice run there by the junior quarterback.
Quarterback number 12.
I think Cahokia did not know he had the football. They went for several fakes. There was not a very good read on that. Slipped through a hole off tackle, and there was, once again, one man to get him. That was your best friend, number 9.
I think that was a design play for Toon, because everybody was looking at Jordan Jackson. Second down.
Keandra Wells, number 9. He's a player.
2nd down 2, fullback River Griffin. 1st down run, powers his way down to the 5-yard line. Geneseo up 7-6, 3:30 to play in the second quarter. They have it 1st and goal at the Cahokia 5-yard line.
Great leg drive by River Griffin. He looked like he was hit not much past the 10. He just kept driving. Stepped low and put his helmet in and kept running. 1st and goal.
Zach Humphrey, 86, in with the play. Football on the left hash. Full house backfield for Geneseo. Toon looks over the defense, turns and hands it off to Jordan Jackson. Fights his way down to about the 2.5-yard line.
Boy, that was good yardage. That looked like absolute 0 yardage at the initial contact right at the line of scrimmage, and how he got down to the 2-yard line. It was an amazing drive.
Jordan put his helmet down and drove his way for 3 yards.
We could do that again. We don't even need 3 this time.
Only need 2. 2nd down coming up. Geneseo's lined up, ready to go. And it's River Griffin. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Geneseo extends their lead, 13-6, 2:29 to play in the second quarter. Take advantage of a fumbled punt return and make short work out of those 20 yards.
I'm wondering if they should not wait until 4th down to punt. Maybe they just punt on 1st down, pick up that big yardage.
We want to put that in the playbook. Extra point coming up here from Jack Hinton. Kyle Toon with the hold. And this kick goes up and over the middle school crowd. It's good. An 8-point lead for the Green Machine here at home against Cahokia, 14-6.
That kick was against the wind, but it was not deterred. Boy, Jack Hinton put a leg in that one.
Just some power football on that drive, Bob. They just went straight at Cahokia with River Griffin and Jordan Jackson.
Once they got that fumble down on the 20-yard line, it was just put your head down and go. Big boys up front, throw some blocks, get some holes here. Nice run by Kyle Toon, though, on that. And I agree with you. I think that was a design play. Even though we haven't picked up a lot of yardage out of the quarterback spot this year, we needed that one.
Cahokia does have all 3 of their timeouts left. In the last 2 series they've gone to a no-huddle offense. And we have 2:29 to play before halftime, so the Geneseo defense has to be ready here for the last 2.5 minutes.
I'm not sure why, but it looks like they got a hands team. They got defensive backs and receivers in the front line, thinking maybe we're going to onside kick.
Hinton kicking into the wind, gets it up high near the 20-yard line, and it's fielded there by Marquise Murray, not the guy you want to kick to. And Geneseo gets all over him. It's a 5-yard return. 5 Green Machiners coming down to make the tackle.
Marquise Murray did not do a lot of north and south running there. He was looking for a hole, kind of running a lot across. He picked up about 30 yards.
Around 25-yard line.
Horizontally, nothing vertically.
Heath Henderson down there, helping out on the tackle for Geneseo. 1st and 10, Cahokia from their own 25-yard line. Quick pass, complete at the 30, out to the 35. River Griffin comes up, helps on the tackle at the 40-yard line, but it's a quick 15 yards for Cahokia as they stop the clock just for a moment to move the chains. 2:15 to play in this first half. Geneseo 14, Cahokia 6.
When they run this offense, 2 minutes and 16 seconds is plenty of time. Another big play opportunity for the Leafs.
Wayne Grant takes a low snap, throws the football, incomplete. Rush that throw to Hinkle with Jordan Jackson on the coverage.
That was good coverage by Jordan Jackson.
Hinkle, Jackson on the coverage.
Misthrow that thing, and Jackson might be able to pick that.
2nd down.
Defensive backs for Geneseo, they are about over 10 yards off the football, almost in a straight line here at midfield. 2nd down, 10. Grant takes the snap, quick throw, 1st down pass to the 50-yard line. Little throw and catch there. Out to Cortez Brown.
2 minutes left. They're chewing up yardage faster than the clock. Again, they'll wind it when the ball is set, but with this offense, they can move up. They can get a lot of yardage.
Penalty marker comes in from the sideline. Usually indication that Cahokia moved before the snap.
They're slapping their helmets, so that is the case. And they're backing up.
Tyler Tate's back in for Geneseo as they keep switching guys up on that defensive line. Trying to get some fresh players up there, get a good rush on the quarterback. But when you get the ball out of your hands in 2 seconds, it's kind of tough to get back there and get a sack, unlike last week.
We've not been able to put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. And they have so many receivers and so much quickness out there, it's hard to get coverage.
1st and 15 from the 45. Grant pump fake. He'll scramble for it. He gets hit hard at the line of scrimmage.
And he has kept in bounds. They do have their timeouts, as you mentioned, have all 3 timeouts, but they choose not to use one here. That's a no gain. They did get some pressure just after we said we haven't been getting that. Forced him out of the pocket, picked him up.
Clock running, 1:30. Zach Olson with that last tackle for Geneseo. 2nd down, 15. Taking a long time to get this play off. And this pass is behind the receiver. He turns and makes the catch, however, at the Geneseo 45, and now a timeout taken by Cahokia, their first, and they're looking at a 3rd and 5 at the Geneseo 45-yard line.
It looked like that was going to be 3rd and 15. It did not look like he was going to catch that ball. That's an excellent catch. Threw it behind him and low, and somehow he came up with it. His paws sucked it in. 1:12 left. Cahokia driving. 45-yard line. That's still plenty of time for them the way they operate.
Yeah, they've only had the ball about a minute so far, and they're about halfway down the field. Geneseo has led throughout this game. They scored first in the opening quarter on a Cade Humphreys touchdown run. Led 7-0. Cahokia came back, make it 7-6 on a touchdown pass, and then Geneseo adding a touchdown here a moment ago by River Griffin to make it 14-6. A couple teams that come in here at both undefeated at 2-0.
Cahokia has it 3rd and 5 on the Geneseo 45-yard line.
Geneseo giving these receivers, these speedy receivers, a cushion. We'll see how they play it here. They're a little bit tighter now on 3rd and 5. Grant looking, going over down the far sideline, and a diving attempt by the receiver. It's out of bounds and incomplete. Cortez Brown, the intended receiver, with Zach Olson on the coverage.
That pass was actually well thrown. It looked like he was going to complete that. It would have been a diving catch, but it looked like he might have had it in his arms. Just slipped through.
One decision here by Cahokia. If they go for it on 4th and 5 and don't make it, Geneseo's going to have really good field position with a minute left and 2 timeouts. But it looks like they are going to go for it, because we know last time they punted, they had to replace 11 guys.
And that was great coverage by Zach Olson, as you mentioned, on that pass play.
4th down play coming up. Grant in the shotgun at the 50-yard line. Rolling to his left, looking downfield, gets it out of his hands. It's incomplete.
What a great defensive play. There's no flags on the field. And the Leafs take over on downs.
And we'll start from their own 45.
Pass is incomplete.
That was 14-6.
That was a design rollout pass. The receiver on the sideline, but great coverage. Did you get the number? That was
Tyler Thompson.
Tyler Thompson.
Yep.
It was number 25 on great coverage. All over him.
Geneseo's got some speed at the corner this year with Tyler Thompson and Zach Olson. Kind of tough replacing Will Daniels, though. 1st and 10. Geneseo sweep play with Drew Rapps. He'll turn it up inside and get 5 yards out of it. And again, number 4 for Cahokia, Darren Perkins with a strong tackle.
Leafs would obviously like to break one here, but the objective number 1 is to hang on to the football. They've got 2 timeouts left, but they're not interested at all of calling those timeouts here with 40 seconds left to go here in the half. They're going to be satisfied with a 14-6 lead unless they can break one.
2nd down and 5 at midfield. Jackson, jet sweep. They'll hand it to Cade Humphreys. He's hit and driven back after a 1-yard gain. And both the coaches not using their timeouts as we're under 20 seconds to play, and Geneseo does not have to snap the football again.
Yep. Play clock running. And they will not snap the football, I wouldn't think.
They do
Maybe
come
they
up,
will.
though, with 5 seconds to go. And now Johnson is saying, hold off, we're good. And that will end the first half of play. It's been a good one here at Bob Reed Field in week 3 of the high school football season. And at halftime, the score is Geneseo 14, Cahokia 6.
This TV 50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Home, Northside Rexel Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize our sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV 50 telecast.
Let's hear it once more for your Geneseo High School Maple Leafs. The band is directed on the field by senior drum major Luke Johnson and drum major Jordan Wise. Drum majors, is your band ready? your Geneseo High School marching band, the sound of Geneseo.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Home, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize our sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
And we're ready for the second half of football from Bob Reed Field in Geneseo. It's the Geneseo Green Machine 14, Cahokia 6 with Bob Pettidime, Lauren Lemke. Geneseo will be kicking off to start this third quarter. And Cahokia with one touchdown that first half and a touchdown pass and a no-huddle offense. We expect to see that more in the second half from Cahokia.
Jack Hinton kicking against the wind. When he had the wind at his back, he just flat out kicked it out of the end zone. We'll see what he tries to get a little loft on it, I believe, against the wind.
Second half underway. Hinton's kick end over end going into the end zone for a touchback. So field position has been a key tonight here for Geneseo as they've recovered 2 fumbles and taken advantage of those turnovers. They've turned into points, and they've been able to keep Cahokia in check for most of the first half.
Probably should have looked at the flag before I made that statement. The flag is dead still, so Jack Hinton went ahead and put the foot into it, kicked it into the end zone for the touchback. Great observation on his part.
No wind needed there, did it all on his own. First down play coming up for Cahokia. Spread it out, again, 2 receivers on both sides. And they'll run it up the middle with room to run out to the 30, spinning to the 35, out to the 40-yard line. A 20-yard run to start things off for Kenyon Sanders.
And it wasn't just a 20-yard run. That was a nice hole there. At least we're not ready for that attack at all. They really expected with the spread to put the ball in the air, and there was a nice hole up the middle and nobody to cover, no backers.
Tyler Tates, the nose guard, got double teamed on that and opened things up. 1st and 10. Sanders slipping past the blitz, and he's driven back. Football comes out. Cade Humphreys has it, but the officials saying the runner was down.
Had one earlier when Jordan Jackson fumbled the football. It looked like the whistle should have been blown, and on the replay we saw his knee was down, but they're not buying this.
Officials are talking about it, but they signal Cahokia football.
The whistles have typically been a little slow, but not that one. That one blew in plenty of time.
3-yard gain, 2nd down 7 from the 43-yard line. Shotgun, pressure coming from Jordan Jackson, and Grant slips away, but doesn't get away a second time. Zach Humphrey cleans it up, and it's a big loss on the play of 13 yards. A player on the turf for Geneseo. And a whistle to stop play with 10:56 to play in the third quarter.
Jackson spun him around. Well, I don't see Jordan on it. Oh, yeah, no Jordan's out there.
That's Charlie Weiss, number 51.
Charlie, he's up.
He's up on his feet.
Trainer came out, so he's probably going to have to exit the ball game for at least one play. Charlie up, shots off the field. No harm, no done.
Big loss on the play, 13 yards.
23 for the Comanches, back on their own 27-yard line.
Maybe a 15-yard loss. I think they had gained a couple yards on that second down play. So we'll call it 3rd down and 23 from the 27-yard line.
And you can give them a little cushion here, but just not a big one.
We know Grant can throw it downfield. Geneseo almost jumping off sides. Quarterback checking at the sideline, and I think they took too much time.
Doesn't appear to be a timeout, so it's going to be a delay of game.
Or they saw some movement up front.
Leafs are clapping. It's obviously going to be a 5-yard walk-off no matter what. There's going to be a false start. It looked like maybe he had a long count. I don't know if he was just trying to get himself set or trying to draw the defense off, but the long count did not affect the Leafs.
So a promising 20-yard run to start this drive for Cahokia, but they are back almost to their starting point. Now it's all the way back to the 23-yard line. 3rd down and 28. Secondary playing deep off the football for Geneseo. Granson a step back in the pocket. Throw it off the fingertips, incomplete, intended for Eli Rice, with Ben Cosgrave and Cade Humphreys on the coverage.
And Cahokia wastes no time getting 11 new players on the field so they can kick the football this time. They had a delay of game last time. Leafs, again, as you mentioned, after a 20-yard pickup on first down, just moved them backwards on every play since.
And the big defensive play there for Geneseo was the sack. Tyler Thompson, Zach Olson standing near midfield. Marquand Walker with the punt. Good kick. Coming down at midfield and takes a nice bounce for Cahokia. Goes another 10 yards inside the 40 down, finally at the 38-yard line. Geneseo's let a couple punts fall in front of them.
Still a wise decision by Olson not to field that ball because it was coming hard and spinning. Just take the football, take possession, don't take a chance of fumbling it.
He got the lead 14-6. Come out on offense for the first time the second half.
Leafs hope to have ground control domination here in this third quarter, run some clock when you got the lead. If they don't get the football, it's going to be hard for them to score.
Double wing set to start. Drew Rapps in motion. River Griffin in the backfield. The fullback breaks a tackle and has one guy to beat. Gets tripped up. Has a first down, but it gets stopped at the 48-yard line of Cahokia.
And the River Griffin was a shoestring away from making a big gain, if not a touchdown, as it was. Nice pickup cross midfield for River Griffin, but just did get tripped up. If he could have regained his balance, he could have run for a long time. I wouldn't say he was gone because these guys are fast, but he would have had big yardage before they caught. It would have been nice to see River Griffin in a sprint with Cahokia defensive backs.
A 14-yard gain there. Sweep play with Jordan Jackson. Blockers out in front. It's 5 yards as that closed up quickly.
There was one man in pursuit that was really fighting off the blockers, did a nice job defensively. Sorry I didn't pick up his number, but did a good job of spreading that out and keeping from getting turned up. It's number 35. Julian Smith, we've called that name before. Did a nice job of keeping Jordan from turning up and getting some big yardage.
8:50 to play in the third quarter. Geneseo 14, Cahokia 6. Green Machine with the football. Counter play. Jordan Jackson breaks a tackle to the 35, the 30, down to the 25, the 20, the 15, still loose, the 5, into the end zone. It's a Green Machine touchdown. 44-yard run for Jordan Jackson.
So much for all the sprinters on Cahokia. Several players had a shot at him, but could not bring him down. He outran 3 of them. 3 other ones hit him, but he just bounced off. He was right at the sideline, and he didn't get knocked out of bounds. He just bounced off of him and didn't even give any ground. Excellent run by Jordan Jackson.
Jack Hinton to kick the extra point as the fireworks light up the sky here. Hinton 2 for 2 in tonight's game. Kick on its way, and it's good. Make it 21-6. Geneseo with the lead over Cahokia. 8:37 to play in the third quarter.
Well, we're looking for a little ground control game and running some clock, and they didn't run a lot of clock, but they did get some clock run off before they scored. We'll take the 7 points, you think, Lauren?
We'll take it anytime.
Geneseo scoring drive covering 62 yards in just 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Jack Hinton going to kick off for the second time here in the second half in the first 3.5 minutes.
Run by number 34, Jordan Jackson.
3-play drive there for Geneseo, 62 yards, a little over a minute, with Jackson scoring again. He had 3 touchdowns in the opening game. He had 2 or 3 last week, I think, too. So
once again, we talked about making halftime adjustments, and boy, the Leafs offensively have made some nice adjustments. They had 3 plays, and all of them gained positive yardage. If that one hadn't broke, you just have the feel like they can move the football at will.
Hinton to restart the game. His kick spinning down to the 5 and finally into the end zone. It's another touchback.
That was very close. It looked like he knocked it down right at the goal line, and it was very close. The official did blow the whistle, but that would have been an outstanding opportunity for the Leafs if he would have knocked that thing down at the goal line. Leafs were on him. He would have been stuck inside the 5. As it is, it's on the 20-yard line.
Another touchback.
The officials had it at the 15. It hasn't been that long of a night. Now, last week, those guys were on their
3rd game, right?
Yeah, on their 3rd game, and we cut them a little slack.
15-point lead for Geneseo as a player for Cahokia is going to leave the field with a limp. And this is just...
It was really a slow, it was a very, very slow whistle.
He had a cramp. Cortez Brown went off with a cramp, and
it looked like so many Leafs jumped that they might be a possibility going against the Leafs, but there had to be somebody jump for that many people, that many Leafs to cross the line of scrimmage. They don't seem to be marking off any yardage. There it goes. Now it's going back to the 15. And Cahokia does not want to yield any territory. They were having their huddle right there, and the official had to ask them to move.
Well, that's where they first spotted the ball, Bob, at the 15.
That's right. Now we're right back there. Still first down, too. Could have saved a lot of time.
Grant rolling and slip out of the pocket. Spins away from a tackle, now is stood up.
Again, a slow whistle. He was stopped for about 3 or 4 seconds before they blew the whistle. Now we got a leaf down on the ground again.
I think we got a cramp.
Another cramp. My guess is it looked like the way Charlie Weiss came off the field before, it looked like maybe he probably was a cramp victim also.
Officials time on the field.
This is one of those nights. Hopefully they hydrated all day. This is early in the second half to be getting cramps.
We have 8 minutes and 11 seconds to play in the 3rd. Geneseo has scored this quarter, and they lead 21-6 over Cahokia. As Geneseo is going to wrap up a 3-game homestand here and be on the road next week at Ottawa to start the Northern Illinois Big 12 Conference play.
Thank you.
Casey Zipton again going to pick up some good yardage this week in and off the sidelines.
Players on the field getting a water break here.
I think that's wise. Make sure everybody's hydrated. We don't need anybody dropping on dehydration. Having a tough time with the Leaf player down with the cramp. It's definitely a cramp. Just can't seem to get it pulled out of there.
And while we have a little time, we want to congratulate John and Deb Rowley for 25 years of marriage. Congratulations. They celebrated that anniversary this week.
Ditto. John, a long-time broadcaster here on TV 50. Looks like Kate Humphreys.
He's trying to walk up the field. I think he cramped up again.
And that's not good because we can use Kate.
Timeout. Cahokia has it 2nd and 13.
Kate, a two-way starter, fullback and linebacker.
Have you seen him lately? If he gets a muscle cramp, he's got a cramp. He hit the weight room.
Second down 13 for Cahokia. And
it's going to be encroachment. Maybe not. Oh, the Leafs are clapping again.
Geneseo sneaking up, showing blitz. And that drew off Cahokia early. Somebody flinched up front.
Cody Brower, the defensive tackle spot. Looks like Zach Humphreys in the game. In the front line. Jordan Jackson. A lot of the usuals. Noah Aper.
54 is in it. That's that Josh Beath. I don't know about 54 on my. I got a 54 on my sophomore roster.
That's what we called him last week. Nobody corrected us.
That's who he is.
Did you get any calls from moms, Keith? No, Keith didn't get any calls from moms. If we're making any wrong names here, moms, give us a call. We want to get your son's name correct.
Dead ball. Defense.
Oh, it's an.
Ball start. Offense.
It's a do-over.
Yeah, it's a do-over. They jumped and encroached at the same time. I'm not sure that's really that logical, but it must have happened because officials never make a mistake.
Back to action. Second down 13. Ball still at the 17-yard line. Long count here from Grant. He'll take the snap. Look to his left. Get it out. Incomplete at the Hinkle at the 20. Out to the 30-yard line. And that will be a first down. Logan Weber over there on the tackle.
Complete to number 1, Hinkle.
Along with Nick Schwarzendruber.
Picks up a first down on the play.
When you see a play executed like that, you wonder how we ever stop them because it was, the pass was right on the money, route well run. It's pretty hard to stop that play.
Football out to the 32-yard line. Up the middle run. And another first down here for Cahokia.
Number 1, Demarion Hinkle.
Sanders is the ball carrier. Weber on the tackle.
Got a really nice stick over there on the far side.
Schwarzendruber
and Logan Weber.
First down play up the middle again. And another first down. Out to the 35-yard line of Geneseo goes Kenyon Sanders.
Same man, same tacklers. You really don't want your safeties making all the tackles.
Check that. That was Trevion Boyd, number 3, with the run. They've changed up their tailback. Football all the way down to the Geneseo 36-yard line. Play action. Long pass over the middle. Caught at the 15. Inside the 10 down to the 9 as Schwarzendruber makes the tackle on Hinkle.
After the Leafs received the football in the second half and struck quickly. Yep, we got another cramp down. It's going to be Tyler Thompson down with a cramp. He's tried to get off the field, just couldn't make it happen.
That will stop the clock in this third quarter. 7:14 to play in the third. The score is Geneseo 21, Cahokia 6. Comanches on the drive here, though. They are moving the football. They have it inside the Geneseo 10-yard line, and it'll be first and goal from the 9 when we resume play.
Have to admit, Lauren, it's a rarity when Geneseo is the team with the most cramps. Possibly you'd even say the least amount of conditioning right here. We see pretty good conditioning on the Cahokia side over there. Got a lot of players moving people in and out. Leafs trying to do the same.
Well, the last 2 weeks we've had a running clock in the second half, so
certainly didn't expect that this week, and the way this is looking here, if Cahokia can punch this in the end zone, it's a real ball game.
Drew Rapps is going to come in for Tyler Thompson in that secondary. Geneseo backed up on defense here, backs against their own goal line. And we're ready for action. They'll wind the clock. Grant looks to the sideline for the play. Over the middle, his pass off the fingertips and incomplete. Trying to get it to Eli Rice, who's got a touchdown tonight.
Brings up second and goal for Cahokia.
Seems he's one of their leading receivers, if not their leading receiver. He's looking for him. He's got the height. Comes in there about 6'2", 175. Actually, looks taller than that. They might fudge their No, that nobody does that, right?
No.
Fudges on their weights and heights.
Second down and goal from the 9-yard line. Geneseo up 21-6. Cahokia threatening on this play. Pressure coming, full out blitz. A pass hits the official in the head.
Oh my gosh, and he's down. Oh, he's gonna give it back up.
Just lost his hat.
It's really, you really don't want to laugh, but man, he got drilled. That ball was incomplete. It was not going to go to a Cahokia receiver. Fortunately, it did not have an effect on the play, but he really got smoked right in the upper body.
ESPN would kill for that video. How much are you going to sell it for, Keith? Third down and goal.
They could be on tonight, you know.
From the 9-yard line. 3 receivers out to the right in a bunch formation. Branson to go that way. Looked to the back corner and had a receiver wide open, overshot him. Incomplete.
Nobody within 10 yards of the receiver, and he throws it over his head on 3rd and goal. The receiver stopped in defense of the quarterback. The receiver was so open that he turned and faced the quarterback instead of running his route. If he'd have run his corner route to the end of the corner of the end zone, he'd have got that football. He saw that he was open by 10 yards, so he stopped and faced the quarterback and said, "Look at me," and he threw it over his head.
3 incomplete passes by Grant brings up 4th down and goal from the 9-yard line.
They are not looking for a field goal here. At least have an opportunity to get a stop with one big play.
Grant takes the snap. Nobody to throw to. He's going to try to run for it. Going to the corner and is chased down. He gets it. He's in for the touchdown. Just slipped in along the pylon.
He knocked the pylon down, and he had about 4 Leafs in pursuit. Just could not get an angle on him. Ran right over the pylon, got the touchdown. He couldn't got another yard, but he got what he needed. Had him trapped, just did not box him in.
21-12 is the score. And with being down by 9, they will go for 2, having missed the extra point. They didn't miss the extra point. Just had a bad snap, and we tackled the kicker with the ball last time. Spread formation, Grant in the shotgun. As they go for the 2-point, they get it out to the running back, and it's good. Hinkle makes the catch and walks in for the 2-point conversion. So it's a 7-point game with 6:43 to play in the 3rd quarter. Geneseo with the lead, 21-14 over Cahokia.
Geneseo went into halftime with an 8-point lead. Had to kick the football off, received the football back, and made quick work of taking it into the end zone. Looked very efficient offensively, and they need to come back with the same intensity, move the football in the same direction.
Cahokia scoring on a 4th down play as their quarterback scrambled for the touchdown.
We're only 5 minutes and 17 seconds or whatever it is into the 3rd quarter. Boy, the ball is going up and down the field like crazy.
Just 10 plays, capped off with a touchdown reception by number 10.
Even though it's only 21-14, this is not what you call a defensive battle.
Well,
were it not for penalties and turnovers, Cahokia would be really moving the football.
Kind of turned into a track meet.
Exactly what we didn't really want to have happen.
No. Tyler Thompson and Drew Rapps are back at the 10-yard line.
We're just fortunate they dropped the baton a couple times.
Short kick, end over end. Kyle Wise has it at the 32. And a short return out to the 36 as he put 2 arms around that football. That wasn't going to come out.
He had 2 choices. He could put 2 arms and try to go forward, or he could just drop to the ground. He chose to take a beating. He got hit hard.
He thought about coming out, but he's going to stay in.
So let's see. He advanced that ball 3 yards, and he'll be paying for it for about 3 days.
Geneseo with a 7-point lead. They have the football back. Second back through is Jordan Jackson. Slips a tackle at the 40 and then gets triple teamed at the 42-yard line. Player down for Geneseo, Dalton Stage. Hopefully that's just a cramp too. Clock will stop.
Yep, got another cramp. This is 4 Leaf players, I believe, with cramps tonight. Preparation for the game.
Drink plenty of fluids, right, the night before?
And, yeah.
And during the day.
During the day, just gotta. This is very surprising, to be honest with you, that this many people have been affected this way.
Most of the Cahokia players are taking a knee. So
that's a courtesy, but on a cramp, it's maybe they're just getting a rest.
They're all getting a water break.
He says, I think I can get off. Dalton comes off the field, and I'm going to say, can't tell who's over there. Somebody had to jump in for him on the right tackle spot. Cody Brower, maybe?
79?
I can't.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's a 70 number.
2nd down and 4. Cahokia showing blitz, and that draws up the Geneseo offense. They move before the snap of the football. Not too many penalties against the Green Machine tonight.
That's going to be second, almost back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Actually, that was a long 5 he just marked off.
False start. Offense.
Kyle Wise is going to split out wide right near the right hash. Football on the left hash here on 2nd down and 9 from the 37-yard line. Tune to throw. Has it out of his hands. He completes it to Jordan Jackson. Jackson catches it at the 45.
Give him his progress, officials. Move that ball up to the 1st down yardage. It was very, very close.
Pass from Tune is complete.
They're going to put it at the 46-yard line. Looks like a 1st down. They signal it.
Yep.
So we're almost halfway through this 3rd quarter. 6:04 on the clock, and Geneseo has a 7-point lead over Cahokia. 21-14 is the score.
Cody Brower comes off the field, so we're going to have to assume that Dalton Stage went back on the field, got rid of that cramp.
Geneseo had 12 guys in the huddle, and they either call a timeout or get a penalty.
Those are mistakes you just don't really want to have at this point. Just after you pick up a big 1st down.
Dead ball. Legal substitution. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
Somebody checked in and did not tell the player to check out. Sometimes you get so excited about being in a game, you just forget.
1st and 15 now for Geneseo, the Green Machine at their own 41-yard line. Motion by Jackson. Jet sweep. Coming around the left corner. And it closes up fast. No gain on the play. And that's Darren Perkins, number 4 over there.
Yeah. Keandra Wells once again turned that play in.
Perkins,
it looked like he was going to get around the corner.
Perkins must be keying on Jackson tonight.
Yeah.
That's his man.
And Wells is just a great player. He is everywhere.
Clock running, 5:10 to play in the 3rd, a 7-point lead for Geneseo. They have the football, 2nd down and long. Jackson counter play, cuts it up the middle, slips past a defender, and then gets wrapped up and thrown down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a 3rd down for Geneseo, and we'll call it 8 yards.
Picked up a nice 7 yards on the play, but they're at midfield, so they got to pick them all up here. They don't get a 4th down opportunity where they're at. 3rd and 8, got to come up with the big play. Leafs have not been very successful in the air. Did pick up a 1st down on the last series of downs.
Kyle Wise brings in the play. Geneseo lines it up with Hunter Gert in the center, leading them out of the huddle. Kyle Tune to throw. Rolling way right. Back over the middle. Caught Noah Aper at the 35, down to the 30. It's a Geneseo 1st down.
It looked like Tune was going to get flushed out, and I thought he was going to tuck it in and run and just eat it. But he saw Noah Aper slip loose. Perfect pass. Aper went up for it like he had to get at least 6 inches off the ground. Noah with the rebound on that shot. Brought it down and picked up big first down.
Nice catch for Aper, his first of the season. And Geneseo all the way down to the Cahokia 30-yard line, first down with 3:55 to play in the third, a 7-point lead for Geneseo. River Griffin in at fullback. He gets the call. About 3 tough yards and then driven back.
Once they get the gang tackle up there, they really they got great pursuit because of their speed. That pile doesn't go forward very much. Now you're getting down in territory where you got an opportunity for 4 downs if you need them.
Gain of 4 on the play makes it second down, Geneseo.
7-point lead for Geneseo. As the teams line up, I think we've got another equipment problem.
Timeout.
Not a cramp this time.
Nobody on the ground.
And we're set. Griffin with a 4-yard run makes it second down and 6. Jackson in motion gets the call. Breaks a tackle at the 25 and falls forward to about the 23. He's down. The football comes out.
They're going to call that football down on the ground, down by contact. Picked up a few. Jackson was fighting for yardage, but again, that's one of the hazards of fighting for that extra yardage is if that ball comes out, sometimes the officials don't see your knee down. Happened to him once earlier in the ball game.
3rd and 4, 3rd and 3 actually for Geneseo at the 23-yard line as they get the play in here. Again, like you mentioned, Bob, this is probably 4-down territory if they don't pick this up inside the 25-yard line. Counter play, Drew Rapps, right side, has a first down, gets hit hard as he comes across the 20-yard line.
Dalton Stage again got the cramp. He's going to try to get off the field this time.
Cody Brower to the rescue.
Cody Brower to the rescue. Send in the cavalry. And it is a first down for the Leafs. Marching the football down the field. Using up a little clock this time. Be nice to be up 2 scores with a lot of clock gone.
Especially against Cahokia, that's a quick scoring team tonight. On this first down play, it's Drew Rapps. Tries his luck over the right side. Gets a good chunk of yards there, about 5 yards inside the 15.
Looked like he was going to be hit for about a 1-yard gain and just kind of slithered back up the middle against the grain. Picked up nice yardage, strong 5 yards.
Hasn't been too many of those 10-yard runs tonight, but Geneseo's getting 4 or 5 yards at a chunk now in the second half.
Just like good games are.
Of course, Jordan Jackson had that 44-yard touchdown run in the third. That was the highlight tonight. River Griffin with the call. Back up the middle. First down to the 5. He wants it. Still driving.
But they're not going to blow that whistle.
He's into the goal line. No signal yet. We got one official saying touchdown.
Oh my goodness.
What's going on?
The pile kept moving. It looked like it was stalemated. River Griffin was basically tied up at the 5-yard line. He just kept going and going and going, and they're going to give him a touchdown.
Cahokia came up with the football. One official signaled touchdown.
They're not going to take it away. We're lining up for the extra point.
And it will stand. River Griffin with the touchdown run, and Jack Hinton coming in to kick the extra point. Kick on its way with some pressure, and it's good. 28-14 is the score. Geneseo now with a 14-point lead on River Griffin, who would not go down.
Jack Hinton is money, boy. I tell you, there is no pressure for him.
Geneseo scoring drive. 10 plays, 64 yards, 5 minutes and 21 seconds. And probably what this team needed right now, going a long drive like that, get some points. Rest up your defense as much as you can.
Well done. Running back just drive, and obviously the lineman had a lot to do with that pile moving. The lineman just kept going and going and just kept pushing, and the whole pile moved. That was just an amazing last 5 yards on that touchdown.
Kicking off for Geneseo, number 3, Jack Hinton.
Hinton's put this ball in the end zone a few times tonight. We'll see if he can do it again. We'll check the wind. We got a little bit of a breeze out there now.
Everybody's going to want to watch that touchdown again on replay a couple of different times this week. That was a beauty. That just beast against beast, and the Maple Leaf Beast won.
Hinton gets underneath this one, pops it up inside the 10. Fielded and brought right up the middle with room to run. Out to the 40, out to the 50. Devon Towers to the 20, the 10, and he'll take it back for a touchdown. Second time that's happened this season. Geneseo's given up a kick return for a touchdown, and now it's 28-20.
That was just not good coverage at all. There was a 10-yard gap up the middle that never was filled. It wasn't even blocked. There was just not good spacing on the coverage. Leafs are going to have to pay for that one. Hopefully not dearly.
8-point game. Cahokia last time went for 2 and converted. And looks like they're going to try for 2 here as well. Shotgun formation, running backs left and right of the quarterback, Grant. He'll throw it out and complete it to Hinkle, about the same play they had on the 2-point conversion. And it's 28-22. So a 14-point lead for Geneseo a few seconds ago is now down to 6.
They really have to misplay the ball in order to not be successful on a 3-yard play. You know, the turnovers and the penalties have been just shooting them in the feet, but man, that's hard to defend right there. I don't think the Leafs could have done anything to defend that play when you execute it well.
Right.
The kickoff return, on the other hand.
Well, Geneseo's going to need that 5 or 6 minute drive here.
That hurts.
Offense is going to be quickly coming back onto the field. It was 14-6 at halftime. We've had 30 points scored in this third quarter.
With 1:09 left. Leafs do have the football.
It's keeping our statisticians busy.
Leafs are going to get the football. Flag is starting to blow again, so they will be kicking, Cahokia kicking against the wind.
Calvin Prater. They've used about 3 different kickers tonight. And he'll approach it. And the ball is dropped by Geneseo, now picked back up by Ben Cosgrave, and Cosgrave driven out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
He's driven about 5 yards out of bounds in their little extracurricular activity on the sideline. They didn't appreciate the Cahokia defender driving Ben that far out of bounds, and so his teammates come to his rescue, but the officials break it up, and the coaches, come on, boys. Let's be nice.
10 on their own 40-yard line.
Geneseo will take over. 1:03 to play in the third quarter. 28-22 is the score. A 6-point lead for the Green Machine as they start in good field position at their own 40-yard line. Movement up front by Geneseo, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
They didn't save any linen on that play at all. Everybody but the deep back judge saw that one. Yellow flags all over the field.
Dalton Stage trying to get back in the game. He's loosening up here on the sidelines. So Cody Brower in for him. Drew Rapps takes the handoff, coming to the right. He's got some blocks, gets loose at the 45, and is pushed forward across midfield to the 48-yard line.
That's a great run when you need 15 yards. Drew Rapps was a shirt tail away from breaking that one again. There have been so many almost. Had a man hanging on to his shirt tail, slowed him down enough for the rest of the Cahokia Comanches coming and put him down. Clock ticking down here, heading toward the fourth quarter.
It's a great start to this drive after giving up that touchdown to Cahokia. They'll go the other way with Jackson. And Jackson trying to make a cut and is taken down at the 45-yard line as we're down to 30 seconds to play in this third quarter.
Jackson, the ball carrier. Wells on the tackle.
But he picked up 3. Looked worse than that at the beginning.
Geneseo can just let the clock run out, and that's what they're looking at doing here. We've had a lot of points scored in this third quarter. 30 points total, and we have a football game here tonight at Bob Reed Field.
Leafs outscored of those 30 points by 2. At an 8-point lead, it's down to 6. But they still have the lead.
We'll be back with the fourth quarter. At the end of the third quarter, it's Geneseo 28, Cahokia 22.
This TV 50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Home, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize our sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV 50 telecast.
1 quarter to go here from Bob Reed Field in Geneseo. It's the Green Machine on top of Cahokia, 28-22 in a wild football game. And Geneseo's going to start off this quarter with the football, looking at a 2nd down and 7.
For some reason, it seems like a quick 3 quarters tonight, Lauren. Maybe it's just because it's such an interesting game and we're not having to stretch for things to talk about. You can actually talk about how good this ball game is.
It's been a good one through 3 quarters. Stick around, it's not over yet. River Griffin, the fullback, with the carry for Geneseo.
Oh my.
Straight ahead and down he goes like he hit a brick wall. Gets a couple yards out of it, but he felt that hit.
That brick wall was actually moving towards him, moved him backwards, but they're going to give him progress up to 3rd and a short 5.
Makes it 3rd and 5 for the Maple Leafs.
He bounced right back up, fortunately.
Keandra Wells put the hit on. And Geneseo needs 5 yards to pick up this first down at the Cahokia 43-yard line. Griffin and Jackson in the backfield. Jackson to the 40. He's going to be short of the first down. He does not get tackled. Stays on his feet. And hands the football to the official. 4th down and 2, and that's decisions have been made to punt the ball.
Jackson holds his hands out like, aren't you gonna do anything? They continue to drive him about 5 yards back after the whistles were blown. But, again, they swallowed the whistles on that issue. Keep the flags in the pocket.
Kyle Toon is gonna punt the football. Looks like he's the pooch kicker.
Took 3 weeks to find out who it was.
Looks like Jack Hinton's more of the long punt. He's going to try to angle this one inside the 20 if he can. Hits at the 18, and River Griffin hustles down and touches it. So pins him back inside the 20-yard line at the 18. 10:27 to play in the game. We're in the fourth quarter. A 6-point lead for Geneseo. They have led throughout the football game, but Cahokia hanging in there, only down by 6.
They have a quick strike offense that is hard to stop. Were it not for penalties and turnovers, I don't know how many times we would have stopped this offense. They've punted a few, but the Leafs have to come up with a big stop here. Have they got an answer?
Quarterback Wayne Grant has been able to get the ball out of his hands quickly tonight in that shotgun formation and find open receivers. They'll run it with number 3, Trevion Boyd, and this time Geneseo is able to wrap him up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Just about broke loose. Tyler Tates grabbed his jersey and threw him back till his teammates could come to the rescue. That one's on Tyler Tates. Held him to a 3-yard gain.
Tate's moving to the defensive tackle position, and the nose guard is Cole Howard. Geneseo's been rotating guys in and out on that defensive line tonight. Second down. Passes out, and it is completed as the receiver goes to his knees to make the catch. Short of the first down, third down, and 3 coming up for the Comanches.
And we talked just a bit ago about how hard it is to stop an extra point. Stopping these Cahokia team on a 3-yard play. We're going to find out if the Leafs got it in them. See if they have an answer this time.
9:20 to play in the game. Third down, 3. Cahokia down by 6 to Geneseo. Quick out, completed to Hinkle for the first down. Gets a block downfield. He's gone to the 40, to the 50. Logan Weber misses the tackle at the 40, and Hinkle still loose all the way down to the 20-yard line. Finally wrapped up and brought down by Zach Olson with Drew Rapps coming over to help, but there's a penalty marker back at around the 35-yard line.
That could be a big play again for the Leafs. We keep repeating that the penalties and the turnovers are the big issue keeping the Leafs in this ball game, and once again we might have a penalty saving the Leafs back. They not only had an answer for that 3-yard play, they had an answer for a long play, but the holding may have had an effect on it. Leafs are having a hard time getting pressure on the quarterback.
They must have called the receiver downfield 15 holding again. That's about where penalty marker was downfield around the 35. So they mark it off, spot the ball at the 23-yard line. Third down for Cahokia. They need 6. Ready to go. 3 down lineman for Geneseo. Empty backfield. Granson to try to run for it to the 30, has the first down to the 40, going down the near sideline, gets hit as he goes out of bounds.
Oh, Nick Schwarzenegger, what a smack on him. Once again, you're talking about a couple quick people running at full force against each other and colliding. It was a collision.
Quarterback was in the field to play when that hit was made. It is a first down run for Cahokia. They have it out to their own 46-yard line, 8:50 to play in the game. Geneseo up by 6. Another quick pass to Hinkle, complete. He gets loose. Hinkle to the 45-yard line, fights his way almost to a first down. Looks like he's about a half football short.
Should have been stopped at the point of reception, but got overran, and then 2 other defenders just couldn't get him down.
9 on the play. Makes it 2nd down and 1 for the Comanches.
Second down and a yard. Trevion Boyd lined up next to their quarterback, Wayne Grant. They'll give it to Boyd. Hit at the line of scrimmage, does not make the first down. It'll be 3rd down and short.
Hit the line of scrimmage by a little bit of everybody.
Colin Murphy, 33.
I'd say Colin Murphy had to hit him first on the blitz. Had to time that right. Hit the hole, full speed.
We have an official's time on the field for injury.
The official's taking a timeout, and that is, I think that's Boyd.
Ben Cosgrave also on the crash on the far side. You better give him some credit.
Birthday boy. So injury timeout, that was Boyd. That's on the field for Cahokia. He just carried the football.
This one doesn't look like he's stretching out a cramp, unfortunately. Could be, but it doesn't look like it.
We have your athletic season pass up here in the press box.
Boyd, not all that big, 5'6", 165, and took a hard hit there on that carry. 7:59 to play in the 4th quarter. 28-22 is the score. Geneseo leading Cahokia. Green Machine with the lead throughout this game.
No mistake about it. Both teams know they're in a football game. probably what they each expected, knowing that there was a very good opponent on the other side of the ball.
Geneseo and Cahokia have played 2 other times. It's been a while, though, 2004 and 2005, and Geneseo split the series, losing at Cahokia 24-18 in 2004 and won here at home in 2005, 25-14. And Boyd's going to be carried off the field. And Comanches line it up on 3rd down and 2 from the Geneseo 45-yard line.
Oh, there's a flinch.
5-yard penalty against Cahokia.
Quarterback did the flinch on that one.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. 5-yard
Like
penalty.
the right guard, I think.
5, oh, was that? I thought the quarterback flinched. But the
Moves it back 5. It's now 3rd and
5 yards doesn't mean quite as much to Cahokia as it does some teams.
down to 50-yard line.
3rd and 7. You stand a better chance of stopping 3rd and 7 than you do 3rd and 2. That's math.
Like those odds.
Yeah.
Football right at midfield on 3rd and 7. Grant in the pocket, steps up. He's going to run for it, and he's going to be tackled short of the first down by Ben Cosgrave. Got him at the ankles. It'll be 4th down.
Grant chased out of the pocket.
Picked up 2 or 3.
Driven out of bounds by number
4th and 5.
Cosgrave.
And I would expect Cahokia to go for it.
Brings up a 4th and
Well, they have
4 for the
so many options in order to pick up. It's actually a short, it's probably about 4 yards. So they have so many options for that. And the Leafs really have to pick around to find the answer because they can put the ball up, they can run the ball, and they are so fast in all phases.
Geneseo crowd getting into it on 4th and 4 for Cahokia. Geneseo blitzing. Grant gets it loose, and it's off the hands, incomplete. Intended for Cortez Brown, who was wide open at the 40-yard line.
What a huge play. Hit him wide open in stride, right in the hands, and he would have had some running room. That ball would have been long ways downfield. Under pressure, though, and it looked like Cortez Brown was looking to see where he was going with the football instead of catching it.
Geneseo brought 5 rushers in on that play, disrupted the play, enough to rush the throw. Taking over with the lead at their own 47-yard line, the Green Machine. River Griffin up the middle, all the way out to the 45-yard line, an 8-yard run for the junior fullback.
I'd take a 6-minute drive, end up in the end zone.
Noah Aper with a key catch in this game, brings the play in. Clock running, 6:20 to play in the game. A 6-point lead for Geneseo, 28-22. The Green Machine holding on to the football.
This is very awkward without the shot clock, without the game clock, the play clock.
River Griffin. First down run.
And more.
Out to the 35, just inside the 35-yard line.
Picked up about 12.
And I think Griffin's down.
Getting up a little slow. Nope, now he's getting back down. Not good. Cade Humphries checks back into the game. Hopefully his cramps are history. Drag those things out 6 more minutes before they occur. River Griffin stood up, but decided to go back down.
And I don't think that's a cramp.
Casey, of course, is demanding that he stay down until she figures out exactly what's going on.
So 5 minutes and 59 seconds to play in the game. Geneseo 28, Cahokia 22, as we have an injury timeout.
Yeah.
First road game coming up next week for Geneseo. That will be at Ottawa, and there will be a sophomore game followed by the varsity. No sophomore game tonight.
Yep. Signs are good enough that they've sitting him up. It doesn't appear to be any neck or back injury. That's all good news. Doesn't seem to be holding a leg. But there's a possibility he'll have to pass a concussion test. The way he got up and kind of went back down to a knee looked like maybe just a little bit of a bell ringer. He's walking off on his own power. Seems to be fine for the moment.
He answered all the right questions.
Yep.
It's Friday. You're in Geneseo. What's your name?
They get a little tougher than that these days. The concussion test is not an easy, just counting back from 100 down to 0 by 3s divided by 5 is a little tough.
Cade Humphreys back in at fullback, replacing River Griffin, who's off onto the sideline. 1st and 10, Geneseo. Jordan Jackson running behind Humphreys.
And the line is now blowing holes and blocking downfield.
Those 3 and 4 yard runs are now turning into 7, 8 yard runs for Geneseo.
The Leafs are really getting a surge off the ball and blowing a hole for the running back at the point of attack. This is the kind of, it may not last 6 minutes, but this is the kind of drives they need. River Griffin checks back in already.
He wants to play some football.
Yeah, he obviously passed the test.
5 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the game. Clock is running. 6-point lead for Geneseo in this 4th quarter. And the Green Machine looking at a 2nd down and 2 at the Cahokia 27-yard line. Stacked line for Cahokia on defense still doesn't do any good as River Griffin finds a seam and has a 1st down at the 22-yard line.
Leafs blockers out in front again. 5 yards in the cloud of dust. 6, 7, 8 yards of crack.
Hunter Girton, Charlie Weiss, Dylan Decker, Sam Thomas, Dalton Stage, all seniors.
And we've talked about the Cahokia attack being hard to stop. When the Leafs are churning it out like this, it is very difficult to stop. It's hard to find an answer.
Back on their heels is the defense for Cahokia as Geneseo comes up 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Looking for an insurance touchdown. And it's Jordan Jackson who does not go down easy, fighting his way for at least 5 yards.
Once again, give credit to not only the blockers at the point of attack, but the blockers continuing to drive downfield. Once that huddle starts to develop of offensive and defensive linemen, they just keep pushing. Jackson keep driving. Hunter Girton comes out of the pile 7, 8 yards down the field from his center spot.
2nd down and 4, 6-yard run for Jackson. Again, we don't see a play clock running today, so we don't know how soon they need to get this ball off, but it's handed off to River Griffin. He fights his way close to that 1st down. Needed to get to the 12. It's going to be close.
The judge on this sideline appears like his spot is good. They're moving the sticks.
It's a Geneseo 1st down.
Once again, the high-level math is that if you run the ball for 6 yards to carry, you're going to pick up some 1st downs and don't have penalties in between.
That's what Geneseo's been doing on this drive.
It is moving up some time. I asked for a 6-minute drive, and we've used 3 of that 6 minutes. Got to end in a score, though.
Jordan Jackson gets the call.
That one isn't going for 6.
Give him 2 yards to the 10. 2nd down and 8 as we're down to 3:10 to play in the game.
Defense is going to tighten up here just a little bit as you get down in that red zone. Leaf offensive line, though, still needs to just drive at the point of attack and keep driving. Sustain that block.
Up to the line of scrimmage comes the Green Machine offense.
Don't stop now. Blow holes.
Back it goes Jordan Jackson, the workhorse. He's taken down solo tackle at the 4-yard line. Another good tackle there by Keandra Wells.
He's a hitter. I hate to compliment him too much because I already have, but that guy's a hitter. He's got speed and he likes to hit. That's a good combination for a defensive back.
Geneseo has a 3rd and 8 after this timeout. Kind of look at the score here, 6-point lead. If they don't pick up this first down, you can look at a field goal, and that would make it a 9-point game if that would be good. So that's a possibility here, and would make it a 2-score game if that would be the case.
Do you run this play back to the middle of the field to line that field goal up towards the middle of the field?
Right now the football on the left hash.
You try to pick this thing up wide, you take a chance of having to kick from the hash.
Maybe Geneseo will make it easy and pick up the first down or score a touchdown here.
Well, just a little 8-yard run. No big deal.
2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game. Geneseo with a lead of 6 and the ball. 3rd down and 8 from the Cahokia 10-yard line. Kyle Toon under center. Motion by Raps, he'll get the call. Here comes Drew to the right side with a lane to run. Gets down to the 2-yard line. Looks like it's a first down as they spot it near the 1.
That's the big play. Could be the play of the game. If the Leafs end up taking this in, it is going to be 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal on the 1-yard line.
What a nice job of blocking over here on the right side. And nice job of running and following the blocks by Drew Raps.
2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. It is moving as Geneseo comes up, and they can take their time here from the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, up by 6. It's the fullback, River Griffin, spins his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Geneseo. River Griffin has the 2nd score of the night. Geneseo's lead is now 12, 34-22.
With a 12-point lead, do you try for 2 on this situation? The answer is really quick. I see we're setting up, Hinton is setting up his tee.
They're going to kick it.
Take that 13-point lead. You'll be challenging them to have to score 2 if they do score 2 touchdowns.
Official talking to Kyle Toon. And they call a timeout. I don't know if they had enough players in.
There's a possibility that they are rethinking this.
I think they had 12 guys in on the PAT. Well, another 10-play scoring drive for Geneseo. 53 yards, 4 minutes and 44 seconds. So Geneseo's last 2 touchdowns have kind of been old school.
At 6 minutes and 35 seconds, we asked for a 6-minute drive. We got about a 4.5-minute drive. We're going to have to settle for that. Ended in a touchdown just as requested.
Drew Raps with that key 3rd down run to pick up the first down at the 1.
A 2-score lead with 2 minutes left on the clock. You would like your chances with that. Pass defense coming up by the Leafs. You can give them a cushion. You can let them have a little bit. Try to keep it inbounds. Make them catch the ball inbounds and run clock. 2 timeouts left for both teams.
Hinton with the extra point. And it's good. He's 5 for 5 tonight. 35-22 the score. Geneseo 2:02 to play in the game. Now, last time Geneseo kicked off, Cahokia took it back for a touchdown. I don't think they'll be kicking it deep.
Well, the flag is blowing.
That Geneseo scoring drive covered 53 yards in 9 plays, burning off a precious 5 minutes and 13 seconds off the clock.
The flag is blowing, and it will be in Hinton's face. So I would go along with that. I would expect some kind of a pooch, and possibly even that out-of-bounds kick that we were working on last week. Let them have it to 35 and make them work for it. 2 minutes and 2 seconds left to go, and they got to score twice.
Hinton's going to put this over on the left hash.
Deep to receive for the Comanches.
Hopefully, I'm sure we found some time to talk about our spreads and coverage on this either way.
Davion Towers back at the 10. He had the touchdown return in the 3rd quarter. Hinton, short kick, pops it up. Inside the 35, ball is loose, now scooped up and brought back out to the 40, breaks a tackle at the 50, and Logan Weber comes up and makes a tackle at the 43-yard line. Marquise Murray.
Wow. That was one great play by Logan Weber, or a touchdown for Cahokia. And Marquise Weber can run. Maybe those 8 medals that he won in track are holding him back just a little bit on that play, but Weber made a great game-saving tackle. Not game-saving, but touchdown-saving.
It would have been interesting if that went back for a touchdown. 13-point lead for Geneseo. Cahokia football at the Geneseo 42-yard line. 2 timeouts left for the Comanches. Grant in the pocket, lets it go. Ben Cosgrave got his hands on it. Almost came up with a pick, as that was intended for Cortez Brown.
He's beating himself on the knee pads, thinking about what if. As it is, it's just 2nd and 10.
Stops the clock, 1:53 to play in the game.
Surprised he went for that, to be honest with you, Lauren. I thought maybe they're going to let him catch the ball and stick him. Just getting good tackling position.
Don't want to get anybody behind you. Over the middle pass, and Cortez Brown had it bounce off his hands, incomplete. That was George Smith, the intended receiver, not Brown.
George Smith is incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 10 for Cahokia.
We've had 2 or 3 very fortunate miss completions where the receivers have been looking at where they're going instead of catching the football. Another one for the Leafs there. 3rd and 10.
That incomplete pass stops the clock, 1:48 to play in the 4th quarter. 13-point lead for Geneseo as they try to go 3-0 on the season. 3rd down play, 3rd and 10 for Cahokia. Grant, long pass over the middle, and it is off the hands of Drew Rapp's incomplete.
Actually, I think it was off the face mask of Drew Rapp. I believe it went through his hands and hit him right in the face. But once again, his job is look for receivers and make sure that ball gets knocked down. It's 4th and 10. Leafs get a stop here with 1:43 left. Boy, that clock isn't running much, is it?
That's a 5-second play. Grant does not waste any time throwing that football. That's the reason why Geneseo's only come up with 1 sack. He did have a drop snap earlier tonight, turned it over. Geneseo able to capitalize and score the first touchdown tonight.
Leafs putting light pressure on again unless they really stunt somebody. Otherwise, they're dropping back.
Russian 3. Zach Humphrey coming in, misses the quarterback. Grant on his way. He's going to be stopped short. Geneseo football. Cade Humphreys and Jordan Jackson stop Grant. Geneseo football with 1:36 to play in the game.
Slipped out of the pocket, tried to pick up the 1st down with his feet. Jackson with a great fire, just an absolute textbook tackle. Wrapped both arms around him, picked him up, and dropped him.
Cahokia has 2 timeouts, so they can stop the clock twice. Geneseo starting from their own 37-yard line with an overloaded formation to the left, and that's where River Griffin's going to run. Protecting the football, 2 hands on it.
River didn't run that like he was running the last time when he was trying to get a score, but obviously he was told, do not let the ball get out of your hands. Obviously, Leafs would like to have a score here, or at least a couple 1st downs.
Timeout, Cahokia.
Cahokia calling a timeout. They let a few more seconds run off the clock before they decided to use that one. It's only going to leave them with 1, so they either have to use it now or wait and use it on 2nd and 3rd down.
Well, the big issue here is that they are out of timeouts. If they do get the ball back, it's going to be hard to score twice without any timeouts.
2-yard run for Griffin. Puts the ball out near the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 8 coming up for Geneseo.
If you do give them the football, give it to them on downs. Don't give it them on some kind of a turnover where they're going to have an opportunity to score. Make sure you get your 4 downs. Make them all count for running clock. 1 1st down could probably put it away.
Geneseo coming up to the line of scrimmage, tight formation, 2 tight ends, 2 wing backs. Blitzing is Cahokia. River Griffin plowing his way up to the 45-yard line. He's going to be 2 yards short of the first down.
He just keeps churning the legs. The blockers keep churning the legs. And there is the last timeout for Cahokia. They got that one a little quicker. They only spent 9 seconds on that running play.
Ball's placed on the 45-yard line.
1:10 to go in the game.
Timeout Cahokia. That's their last timeout.
And they are out of timeouts. The Leafs have the football. 3rd and a yard, maybe a long yard. And if they pick up this first down, it'll be all over.
Geneseo offense, especially the second half, moving the football on the ground against Cahokia.
Cahokia, a very talented team, very athletic team. A lot of speed, a lot of fly to the football, a lot of things going on for them, but they,
on their own 45-yard line.
the discipline really bit them in the foot.
They've got a tough conference to play in, but it looks like a playoff team out here.
Oh, I'd say very much so.
3rd down and 2. Jordan Jackson looking for that first down. He's going to be right at that marker.
It's going to be very close.
Jackson, the ball
Very, very close. But it appears they are going to spot it
Have it 1st and 10
about
on their own.
almost a yard beyond the first down marker. It's a good spot for the Leafs.
They'll restart the clock after marking the chains, and we're down to 1 minute to go. Geneseo will take a couple snaps here and go in victory formation, and that will do it.
Do not need another first down here. Should be able to run this one out.
Jordan Jackson back at safety here. 15 yards off the ball as Kyle Toon goes in victory formation, takes a knee. And Geneseo will have to take, I think, one more snap unless they spot this ball
Down, Geneseo.
very slowly.
Yep, there it is. They don't have to
They don't have
they don't have to snap it. They may, but they don't have to.
Lining up at the line, but Kyle Toon's not under center. He's going to watch the clock tick off here, and Geneseo's going to win their 3rd game of the season. They'll be 3-0, and it's a 25th straight win at home for Geneseo.
I think this is a great win against a really good football team. They turned the ball over a few times. They dropped a few passes, and they had a lot of penalties. If it weren't for that, it would have been a really tough ball game to win.
Geneseo defeating Cahokia. The final score 35-22. Geneseo going on next week at Ottawa on the road. Bob, yeah, they were tested here. They overcame some obstacles, and it was a good victory for the Green Machine tonight.
Looking forward to next week.
We'll get some stats here for you. With Geneseo winning 35-22.
Thank all of you for being guests here at Bob Reed Field this evening.
Cade Humphrey started things off tonight with a touchdown. River Griffin added a couple scores. And Jackson with 109 yards rushing tonight on 21 attempts. He was a workhorse and a touchdown. 85 yards for River Griffin and 3 touchdowns. Drew Rapps with 46 yards, 34 yards for Cade Humphreys. And passing Kyle Toon was 3 out of 3, 42 yards. Noah Aper caught a pass for 22. Ben Cosgrave a reception for 11. And Jordan Jackson with a 9-yard reception. So Geneseo is 3-0 as they run over to the victory bell, and they close it out here with a 35-22 win over Cahokia. I'd like to thank Kim Kennett at the WGRG FM studio, our statisticians John Buzzard and Ryan Alexander, our technical coordinator Keith Kennett. For Bob Pettit, I'm Lauren Lemke. We'll catch up with you next week. The final, Geneseo 35, Cahokia 22. Good night.